Well folks, um, welcome back to the channel. We are fishing competition again today. We're fishing the second leg of the Leinster League. We're fishing the second leg of the Leinster League today. So the league is run over 6 legs. There's 2 mini leagues in it. There's first 3 competitions, the mini league, and then there's a break, and then there's the second mini league, and then the overall league. So the Leinster League is run over 6 legs. And today I'm pegged 62, and there's 64 anglers. There's 2 pegs, 63 and 64 to my right hand side here. So I don't know if everybody's turned up or not, but that's what's here anyway. 64 registered. I don't know if everybody's turned up or not. There's always 1 or 2 that don't. But I'd say there's a good turnout. Looks like it is a long way down the beach. We're pegged both to the right hand side and the left hand side of Kilgorman Beach. So yeah, so that's it. So look, it's about half an hour before we get started. So bait wise today, what do we have? We have lug, dug it last night. Crab, frozen crab. I don't have any fresh crab, so frozen crab and mackerel. That's the bait we're going to use today. Oh, there's a few sand eels there as well, so a few eels, mackerel, crab and lugworm. That's what we have with us today. So that's the baits, and rig wise, I'm just going to start with 3 hook flappers. That's 3 hook flappers with size 4s and size 5 hooks on them. That's what I'm going to start with. And see how it goes. Nothing fancy. This one here is just there's just got a size 6 hook. So that's it, nothing fancy. Just a single little clear bead and a bait stop. That's what we're going to start with. If I don't work, we switch. We've got any amount of rigs. We've got lots of different rigs in here, so all rig wallets. Different rigs in there. So different rigs I have. The other rig wallet. There's your new one. So that's 6 rig wallets there. This one's small as well, I think. Small little one. Yeah, like so. Nice and handy, keeps them nice and neat. And all different rigs in it. Everything from flappers to tip down rigs, boom rigs, off rigs, and all different size hooks as well, everything else. So that's basically, look at some of the rigs that I have there. The rods are usual. I have the Yuki A6 sensitive set up there, and I have the pen coily set up as well. So they're the rods. The pen coil is paired with a pen coil reel, and the Yuki A6 sensitive is paired with pen rival. So that's it. And we'll fish the none of them will be fishing a real distance because I can't cast real distance, but we'll fish the Yuki in close. We're starting close, and then I'm going to if I go again as far as I can cast, then after that. So we switch to the clip down rigs, then we switch away from the 3 hook flappers, and we switch down to 2 and 3 hook clip down rigs to see if we can get a little bit of extra distance. But I'm just watching some of the lads here casting down to my right hand side. I won't be casting anywhere near them lads, that's for sure. Or to my left hand side, to my right hand side here either. So I won't be reaching those distances that them lads hit, so after watching the chap there 2 pegs down from me casting. It's a long way out, so but we're not worried about what they're doing. I'll fish to my abilities and what I'm doing, and we'll see where we end up. So the first leg of the Leinster League I finished second, so I was happy with that. The highest I've ever finished in one of the Leinster Leagues. And we had our own competition last weekend, and I haven't put the video up. I did record a video, but I haven't put it up. It'll be up though before you guys see this one, because I put it up before I put this one up. I finished third in our own club comp last week, so yeah, so 2 weeks ago I fished the Leinster League, and I finished second in that. Then last week I fished our own club comp, and I finished third in that. So hopefully we can keep a bit of consistency going, and we'll do well in this one as well. So, but we'll see what happens. Right, look, I'm going to let you go. We've got about 30 minutes before we start, and look, as usual, I'll bring you back if I catch any fish and let you see what's going on. So don't know anybody who hears these. I don't know these guys here down to my left hand side or anything, so I won't be recording anything anybody else does. You see little bits and pieces from distance, but it'll be just my own fish that you see if I catch any. Hopefully we don't blank, and we do get the chance to make a video for you. But that's it. Look, we'll let you go, and we'll talk again later. Well folks, first cast there in the water, so we'll give it 10-15 minutes or so and see what happens. I only put it about 40 yards. Everybody else is after launching as far as they can go. So I'll go 40 yards just to see, so I'm glad enough to cast a long distance there. So we'll see what happens. I'll just pop one out there, nice and close. Folks, I got a fish at last. Take it in the oil. Take me a while, but last little bass, I'm going to get a measure to get him signed off. Well folks, I have another fish there. Another little bass. I'm going to get him measured and get him signed off. Well folks, that's two little bass I have now, two of them 29 centimetres, so happy days. Just really bait it back up again. So get another one of these rigs in the rig wallet there. I've only got two fish, I've got two of them on this rig, so what I'll do is I'll see, just have another one there and we will get two of them going. Alright folks, I'm going to let you go and I'll bring you back to catch any more fish. It's a very slow day. I think that might be a bite there. I'll leave you running there for a minute just in case that doesn't bite. folks. Third little bass. Again, going to get him measured and signed off. That's 2 there now in quick succession. 2 casts, 1 off. These are 2 little bass, so happy that is. I'm going to let you go and I'm going to get him signed off. Well folks, I haven't been doing too many updates. Didn't know I was going to do a video at all. It was that bad for a long time. There's bits and pieces there. I'll pull it up anyway. But I've got 3 bass now. Just about, I think it's an hour and a half left in the competition. I have 3 bass. Very slow day. Few little fish coming in along, few bass, few flounders and a few dogs. That's what I'm saying. So there's a few fish coming in along there, but not a huge amount. You know, so we've got 3 bass, so a total of 87 length points and then 15 fish points, so 87, 97. So we've got 102 points in total, so that's what I have. I suppose it's not too bad compared to the nice fishing that it is. That it could be worse. Put it that way. It could be worse. Yeah. So 3 bass. Believe it or not, the 3 were all 29 centimeters. All 3 fish are 29 centimeters. So there's an hour and a half left. We'll keep going and see. Hope we can pick up another fish or 2 before the end. I had 1 fish for the first 3 hours, and then 2 casts, one after the other. I actually recorded both of them. 2 casts, nearly one after the other in the space of 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I had two other bass. So that's it. 3 fish, so not a huge amount to report on. So I haven't been doing too many updates or anything like that. So yeah, I've gone through a lot of many different rigs trying to find a fish, and every distance that I'm able to cast to, I've cast to it, and trying different places, different rigs. So yeah, so it's a tough day's fishing, but as I said, we've got 3 fish, so we're not complaining. Could be worse. I've often getting into a competition and blank, so 3 little bass is what I've had. The guy to our left hand side has had 1 weaver. The guy to the right hand side has had no fish. And the guy past him again has had 1, I think. And 2 pegs down to my left hand side, and he has 3 fish. He's got a flounder, a dog and a bass, as far as I see. Right, we'll let you go and we'll talk again in a bit. Well folks, I'm going to show you a little fish that I got there. There he is there. You can see him in there, little bass. That's the 4th bass I've got today, 4th fish. There. So let's go and get him measured now as well and get him signed off. We'll talk to you again in a bit. Well folks, you can see we're not on the beach. Competition's finished up. We're on, it's actually the next day, it's the day after competition. But finished up with 4 fish on the day and finished 4th in the zone. Most fish in our zone, I think it was 6 fish. It's the most anybody had in the zone. So I was happy enough to get 4. With some blanks and stuff like that as well on the zone. So yeah, happy enough to finish with 4 fish and 4th place on the day. So yeah, that was it. 4 bass. So look, thanks for watching, and we will see you again next time, which will be next week. So we'll see you again soon.